Hmm. You know, I have to ask, to be perfectly honest, do you ever get tired of hearing the old phrase, those who preach the loudest often have something to hide? No? Yeah, me neither. This will be a good one. Hi there, everyone. This is Dark Shadow 2K7. Here, I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Here to talk about what's happening in the world, and I do my usual thing. I make a video. Look on a subject, make a video, and decided to read what's in, talk about it, and offer my 2 cents. You should know this. I do this every time in my videos, and well, I haven't heard a complaint from anyone yet. Anyone who has a problem with it? Okay, so before I start, let's rewind back the clock. So, as you may know, to be perfectly honest, remember 3 years ago we had to deal with the whole Vic Miona situation? For those who don't know, Vic Miona was accused of being sexually of being a creep towards Jimmy Markey and Monica Rial. And despite the fact that there was no evidence to back up their claim, he was being blacklisted and lost all his acting roles at Funimation. Which is bullshit on many too. It's bullshit, and I stand by Vic every day. And these lying harpies managed to get away with their bullshit now. And of course, you know, Jamie Markey and Monica Rial, they decided to talk about their an event that was triggering to them on a podcast. While I heard they were giggling and laughing, like, seriously though? Whatever. Anywho, it's a split between there, but a lot of kick Vickers are too busy was doing their celebratory dance that Vic lost ain't gonna get an acting job. Yeah, like seriously, me too can go kick some rocks. Why am I talking about this whole situation? Well, one of the male voice actors who decided to throw Vic Miona under the bus is Daman Mills. Yes, Daman Mills, who is known for playing as Kaoru Nagise in the Neo Genesis Evangelion Rebuild film series, and he is the and he's also the current voice actor for Freezer following the late great Chris Eggers' diagnosis. Well, he has got himself in trouble. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he was the one who accused Vic of being a pest and being a sex pest. Well, turns out he's now being accused of the same thing Vic is being accused. I'm reading this into Bouting in the comments, so trigger warning. It's gonna be one of those videos that it's gonna be not safe for work. So if you're gonna bitch about so if you don't want to hear things that might give you nightmares and make you sick, please kick off the video right now. Come on, go watch cat videos or something. I'll give you 5 minutes. I'll give you 5 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 4.5 Mississippi, 4 3/4 Mississippi, 5. Okay. Y'all still here? Alright, good. If y'all left, hey, I don't blame you. Okay. I'm reading this for Bouting into Garments and written by Spencer Buccielli. Buccielli. Yeah. I swear, man, it's these names, man. You can't blame me for this. Evangelion and Dragon Ball Super dub actor Daman Mills accused of molesting a 15-year-old boy. Funimation voice actor Daman Mills, perhaps best known for his roles as Kaoru Nagisa in the Neon Genesis Evangelion Rebuild film series, and as the second actor to voice Dragon Ball Super Freezer following the late Chris Eggers' diagnosis with COPD. By the way, I love Linda Young's Freezer. Has been accused by an anonymous man of having molested him when he was 15 years old. Ooh, boy. The accusation against Mills was first brought to light when the alleged victim published a lengthy statement in October 2021, as per the Google documents details, that begins with an outright declaration that Daman Mills molested him. Molested me, yeah. This all happened between 2012 and 2015, explained the accuser. I was never 18 during any of this. I was a 15-year-old boy, a minor. Daman, a 19-year-old adult. Technically speaking, 19-year-old, you're technically still a teen. You're not really technically an adult once you hit 21. But that's all here and there. Not trying to defend this motherfucker. Daman met me over Facebook, and due to our similar interests, we became friends. It was very early on that he admitted he had feelings for me, he continued. I tried to be as nice as possible while also stating I did not feel the same, but didn't want to affect our friendship. However, the anonymous man, he continued to talk to me every day, texting me constantly, getting angry and emotionally attacking me if I did not respond as quickly as he did. He would often bring up that he felt sexually and emotionally attached to me. All these things I would try to avoid. Sorry, nose stuffed up. Eventually, he recalled, after a year of long-distance friendship, Mills moved closer, an hour away. Noting that the voice actor soon took a visiting him a couple of times a month, the man asserted that the first weekend he spent with me, he begged to sleep next to me in my bed. A twin-sized bed for one, and he was roughly twice my size. Emotionally forcing me into guilt, I allowed this, he said. I woke that night to him heavily wrapping against me, nose in my neck, and his entire arm up my shirt. He was caressing my bare body. I felt confused and outraged. This man I have been vulnerable to, taking advantage of my trust. I confronted him, he added. He tried to sigh it off, saying he must have been asleep. I then asked him to never do this again. However, the man further claimed, to be expected, that wasn't the end of it, as every single time Mills would visit, he would beg to sleep in my bed. My mother even tried to stop this, said the accuser. He argued with her, victimizing himself and turning it into a matter of sexuality, so he would end up next to me, and every time he would molest me. To the entire extent, I am aware, but can at least reference times that I was conscious. Oh, dude. Moving to recall one such occasion, the man then accused that on one occasion I woke up startled. He was moving around a lot. It didn't take me long to realize he was masturbating right next to me. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. I was so alarmed that it took me a couple of days to bring this up to him, he wrote. He then admitted to me that he has been pleasuring himself in my bed. He also told me he would get off to the idea of me a lot. I feel so much shame for letting this go on for as long as it did, but also anger that someone who knows right from wrong would do these things. Yeah, you'd be surprised. On his 21st birthday, he came to stay with me. The man further recollect, he would often beg me for hours to kiss him or pleasure him, insinuating I would give him a blowjob and that friends help each other out sometimes. Come on, it's my birthday. I am so happy now that though the emotional abuse and mind games that I didn't give in. However, I would still wake up to him kissing me in my sleep and following me. Some of these things I was too cowardly to even address. According to the accuser, this happens every single time I would see him. I would shower and he would make excuses to see me to get me dressed, to see me get dressed. One time he asked a friend of mine to send him photos of me in my underwear, saying things like, "I know big people. I could help make you famous." Ooh, fuck. As months went by, I became too familiar with the pattern, and I felt trapped by his grooming nature, he stated. He would text me often, saying he loved me and becoming increasingly angry if I didn't say it back. I was always afraid he would somehow tarnish my name, and as a kid, the world seemed smaller than it is. His persistence of success left me feeling cornered. Yeah, that makes sense. Touching upon another incident of supposed molestation, the man asserted I tried to stray away by hanging out with him, mostly because he had hurt me with his accents, he said. One time he paid for a bus ticket so I could stay with him at his house. Red flag indeed. He asked that I sleep in his bed with him. Oh boy. I woke up in the morning and found to him prodding my penis through my shorts. And that's only what I was awake for. Yeah, oh god. I think I'm gonna be sick. A few months into 2015, I have gotten a girlfriend. He further reclined. David was so mad at me that he said we could no longer be friends, and that all I've done was be toxic and manipulated towards him. Oh, that's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. This dude was manipulating and being toxic and manipulating towards his accuser. But yet, for some reason, when the accuser found himself another girlfriend, he tried to make it like he's the victim. Oh, that's fucked up on so many levels. He blocked me after that and added before returning to the present day to reflect. It has been a while, over 5 years. He hasn't once taken accountability for things I do or don't know. He has never said sorry, because of course he will. People like those motherfuckers, they don't do that shit. Drawing his statements to a close, the accuser clarified, there is a lot more to this story and several things I did not mention. The point of this is to bring awareness of sexual abuse. I was underage the entire time we were friends, and he was a grown adult. I do not wish to press legal charges as a way to condemn my anonymity, he wrote. However, I just want my voice to be heard, and maybe help others who are afraid to speak up. As for Daman, I hope that this has at his point been a learning curve for him, and that he has never treated anyone else in these ways. Daman Mills molested me, he concluded. I hope he has since gotten help, and that this does not reflect on him in the long run. Following the document production, the contents were brought to worldwide attention by Anime News Network, whose executive editor Lindsay Loveridge did not report on the accusations themselves, but was also allegedly able to speak to the accuser themselves. During the discussion, the man reportedly provided a number of additional details regarding Mills' supposed behavior, telling Loveridge that the two had met through the fan dubbing scene via Facebook on December 2012. After that, the French testified that Bill confessed sexual and romantic attraction toward which Duncan did not reciprocate. An alleged Facebook message exchange between Mills and his accusers, shared by Anime News Network, the voice actor can be seen regularly discussing a variety of sexual topics. The victim ranges from masturbation to personal fantasies. Ooh, fuck. Yeah. Oh, and also, I'm putting a link to this one, but here's the thing. Monica Rao, David Mills, and other Dragon Ball VAs canceled their appearances to Kamehameha after Vic Mignogna had been re-invited. Probably because they're upset because, of all the... You can take a look at that. Yeah. The accuser further explained that following this confession, he wanted to be kind to Mills and did not want to end a friendship because of their different sexual orientations. However, he added that he was routinely explaining to Mills that they were not romantically involved over several years' friendship. He also touched upon the aforementioned confrontation between Mills and his mother, recalling to lovers that it began when finding it strange the two are sharing a twin-sized bed, offered their cats to Mills instead. Oh yeah, it makes sense, because, when I hang out with my friends and everything, I usually sleep on the couch. I sleep on the couch. The couch is a best friend. Most of the time I do like to sleep on the couch, man. The couch can be your best friend. They never betray you. They never do. But you find some good stuff in the couch. The coins, cash. Let's see. In turn, Mills became offended and accused the man's mother of assuming he would do something inappropriate just because of his sexual orientation. Yeah, I figured that much. I didn't tell her about it for years because I felt ashamed, I guess, the accuser admitted. I was like, I'm a guy. I should feel like a man. This isn't happening to me. I tried to dismiss it in my head because I didn't know how to deal with it. The man also further alleged that Mills even sought out one of his other acquaintances in hopes of getting photos of Duncan in his underwear, under the pretense of being a joke, and supported his claim by providing a direct line of contact to a third-party individual. Elaborating on the incident of lovers and acquaintance told Anime News Network staffer that a video of the then teenager accuser in his underwear had been taken as a joke by one of his friends and shared it amongst their friends group, who would routinely do dumb shit with each other in the name of humor. Yay. Setting his Facebook profile to a picture of the accuser from the video, the acquaintance was soon met with a bombardment of requests from Mills to see the source material, all of which he rejected. The acquaintance also said that Mills would comment on Facebook posts and, spell the R. I'm gonna say the R word, not the one that spelled RACIST. No, the four-letter word that starts with R and ends with E. You can take a wild guess what the other two letters are in that word. Incorrectly to try to act like it's funny. It is not. Returning to the topic of Mills' abrupt distancing from the accuser in 2015, the acquaintance informed lovers that because of all this stuff, everyone pretty much stopped talking to him. The accuser started opening up to more people about the alleged incident, I think. He continued. I didn't know if Daman found out about it or what, but he started very quickly cutting everybody off. He started bad-mouthing the accuser to his voice acting friends and people he knew in the industry. That's what I believe, because he was trying to distance himself from it as much as possible. I wonder why. Reached to the comment by ANN, Mills told the news outlet that he was retained legal counsel and has been advised to refrain from commenting on the situation. The voice actor also reportedly sent the accuser a cease and desist letter on February 18, in which Mills did not only claim that the relationship was mutual and consensual, but demanding that the man agreed to retract his accusation's statements by February 25th and refrain from any future contact with Mills' employers. Yeah, remember, funny, cause I remember when Vic was accused, he didn't try to go after his accusers or send a cease and desist letter to them. Makes ya fucking wonder, eh? Ironically, though he was quick to deny the accusations against himself, Mills was one of the first Western anime industry voice actors to speak out in support of the sexual misconduct allegations leveled against former Dragon Ball series Broly voice actor Vic Mignogna in February 2019. I remember that. Many voices have been echoing a pressing issue. and this needs a strong, united front, he wrote. I believe survivors, it takes a tremendous level of courage to speak openly about sexual assault and trauma. Please support victims. Don't diminish their stories. Their truth to be heard. Boy, that did not age well. No, it did not. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. This is just showing some fucking double standard in this whole thing. I mean, I'm actually. I want to be surprised, but I'm not. It's like the old saying goes: those who preach the loudest is often the ones that are alive. And I'm gonna be and I wondered, will any of his voice actor for buddies will condemn him and give him the Vicmiana treatment? No, they're probably gonna run defense for him and try to bring Vic in to try to garner sympathy. And speaking, garner sympathy in that one, because this is some high level bullshit. And because I feel extra generous today. What, I can't be generous today? I decided to put out another video. This one responding to a podcast that happened. Now, he did this. This was back in February 9th. I figured, why not put this in there too? Because why not, right? Dragon Ball voice actor Chris Rager insults YouTube Vara Dark over criticism of Monica and Real and Jamie Marchi's podcast. This ought to be good. Western anime dub voice actor Chris Yeager, best known for his long-time role as Mr. Satan across Funimation varieties of Dragon Ball projects, recently met YouTuber Vara Dark's criticism of Monica Real and Jamie Marchi's new podcast with a childish and insulting film tantrum. Gee, I wonder. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, if you want to know what it is, these Monica Real and Jamie Marchi wanted to launch a podcast so they can, quote unquote, set the record straight about the Vicmiana case. Yeah, set the record straight. Yeah, set the record straight. More like they want to control the narrative and tell their side of the fucking story. But I digress. Self-described as their attempt at setting the record straight, Monica Real and Marchi's In Touch podcast, funny, In Touch, oh my god, a touch if you ask me, will see the two recount the story of Vicmiana's firing over accusations of sexual misconduct from their perspectives as his principal accusers. TLDR, we won, they lost, they can't get over it. Monica and Real have explained on the show's official website. Now it's our turn to tell our side of the story. As word of the podcast, then upcoming premiere, began to circulate across social media, Dark criticized the announcement, tweeting on February 7th, Nothing says I went through the most traumatic experience of my life more than launching a podcast to capitalize on those clicks. I mean, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. And what they're doing, they're making a mockery of the severity of the seriousness of victims who are suffering sexual assault. Just, ugh. While they're making a whole podcast about the situation, Vicmiana ever rarely talks about it and just wants to move forward. So it's a massive difference in character here. Facts. He just want to move forward with this because, listen, he's gonna get it. Listen, I'm pretty sure he'll find himself from work, but the fact that he lost his job over some bullshit like this. It's really sad. And as for Monica Real and Jamie Marchi, they're just this whole podcast about setting the record straight. They just want to rub the salt in the wound to act like, oh, we won, we beat that mean old man, motherfuckers. Giving the show debut a listen after it went public on January 8th. Oh, don't worry, I didn't listen to that because I was crazy. Dark found herself taken aback when its actual comments, noting that the episode felt like a laugh fest, like friends were talking about their favorite hobbies, enjoying their time together. I'll read this. This is what's his tweet. It's a laugh fest, like friends were talking about their favorite hobbies, enjoying their favorite time. Comes across like a massive joke when they're supposed to be talking about extremely serious situations. Those two don't even know. I would say some things about them, but I can't do it. I can't do it. If I do, I go down that route. I go down that darkness. I can't do. If I do that, I don't come back. So I'm not going to do it. It's not worth it. But they're trying. Met with such pushback from at Pussing Up Roses, who informed Dark who informed Dark that, quote, sometimes we deal with trauma by putting it out there, so it can live somewhere other than the festering within. I encourage that kind of present versus becoming mired in your experience. The YouTuber clarified her opinion on and elaborate on why she took specific issue on this episode. And she tweeted, and I quote, as I said in my video on the topic, and in this thread, people do voice their traumatic experience online, and I think it is pretty fine. But in the first podcast episode, they're laughing like it's a big joke and it's extremely unprofessional. Well, it is. She also added that, and I quote, they weren't treating it like they were voicing this awful trauma they went through for others to listen to and raise awareness. People laughing about a traumatic experience comes across terribly. Very. Several hours later, Dark's initial tweet would be discovered by Ranger, who then proceeded to respond to her opinion with unabashed and unwanted vitriol. Oh, come on, you can't be saying something that bad. The most traumatic thing in my life is your hair and your overall cuttiness. Okay. Of course, unsurprisingly to anyone who ever watched even one of her videos, I did. Dark refused to roll back and refused to roll over, and she fired back as a badass, like the badass bitch that she is. First of all, you're second. First of all, it's your. Second, all I did was voice how I didn't think it come off as genuine that they touched a podcast marketed as them talking about their trauma, yet laughed all the way through it. I didn't resort to insulting people's looks or name calling. Yeah, and besides, Barbara Dark is actually pretty cute. I mean, hell, shit. Redhead females are fucking hot, man. That's just me. Bizarrely and embarrassingly immature for a grown adult, Razor celebrated by, that's weird. I did. So, I win. And what could be... Razor then turned his attention from Dark towards random Twitter users. He engaged in insult battles with a number of those who responded rudely to his interactions with the YouTuber or met his aggressive attitude with their own. Robert S. Cortajon tweeted out to him, quite frankly, Vic was thrown under the bus while those bitches got off scot-free. To be fair, I did hate Monica before for ruining Bulma. You're not wrong. Not wrong there. Chris Egger responded, have you tried fucking off? I think you like it. Presented with an edited page from Valve's series of Team Fortress 2 comment, which reads, this shit is why everyone hates you. The voice actor puts back, psst, no one knows who you are. Start off. Psst. This shit is why everyone hates you. Psst. No one knows who you are. Jeez, Jesus Christ, if I ever get into voice actor roles, I'm gonna try myself not to be a total douchebag. Kai also replied to him by saying, you have no right talking trash when such a snooze is planted in the middle of your face. Oh shit! Oh damn, son! It's almost like I'm confident with my features, and you have an anime pictures. So, wow, fucking wow. Yeah, this whole thing is a fucking mess, and a half. I'll leave these two articles in the descriptions below if you want to have a read. Might be fun. But as always, I'd like to know what your 2 cents on the whole crap, on the whole situation is, with the Daman Mills being accused of molesting a 15-year-old boy, or Chrissy Ranger decided to go after Vara Dark over calling out Jamie and Monica's bullshit. I would like to know what you think on the whole situation is. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss out on an update. Share with your friends, share with your neighbors, share with your colors, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Darkside2K7, aka Son Skysis, signing off. And I will see you in the next one. So long, everybody. Man. Those who preach the loudest often have the most to hide. That's not a saying. That's a fucking fact of life.